Now, what have we all learned from that video that I just shown y'all? Before I get to that, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the video. But I just want to say this, man. If y'all seen how he was a kid, he was a kid, death was by his side, right? And I seen this image video on Instagram, and I was like, you know what, man? I'm like, I really have to do a full-length video on this, because this is one of those touching type of videos that I really admire when I come across, those type of videos. And it just intrigued me, basically letting you know that life has so much meaning than just chasing a dream. You know what I'm saying? And in my head, I'm thinking like, this is how I really feel. You can chase and chase and chase, and this goes back to that one video that I did about how I believe in more love over money, love over money and stuff like that. And I believe in it because I believe in more love over money for so many reasons. Okay. And when I say is this video was really touching, and it shows that you can do all that chasing, you can do all that, trying to thrive, but just imagine doing that your whole life, and you just wondering, being persistent with it. And in the video, it's like the kid missed so many things in life that he missed, like having a wife, kids, and having somebody that he can be with later on in the future, somebody he can build with. Instead, he grew up lonely because he was chasing a dream for so long. And then he was like, you know what? Maybe this is a dream, because he constantly just dreaming and trying to make something happen with his life, and just nothing ready to prosper like that. Because I believed in this video, I think the whole point of the video is saying that there is so much meaning in life. There is just so much meaning in life than to always, chasing out the money. Some of y'all might make fun of me in this video in the comment section, and I honestly just do not care. And I really don't. I just don't care, bro. Like, yeah, look, people may make fun of me, but this doesn't deny that this is the truth, bro. Like, this is the truth. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it, it's the truth. And I honestly don't care what y'all say. If it's good or negative, if it's bad, good. At the end of the day, it's the truth. And life, to me, becomes bland when you're always chasing after something, yeah, you don't have to give up on it. You still feel like, you want to go and chase that dream. You feel like you want to get, if it's somewhere you feel like that you can make it to, go right ahead. I'm not trying to stop you. But for some people that's been chasing and trying to, grinding and making and trying to make more and more money, you get to that place. It's like these companies. They get greedy. They try to milk out more money out of people. And I'm just like, bro, y'all already making good money. How much money do you need from these people? I mean, y'all already, like for the gaming community, you're already getting subscriptions. You're already getting, people already buying your games, and now y'all talking about taking away physical discs and trying to go digital, and knowing hardly nobody wants digital, but the people that's probably been on digital and physical, and a lot of people complaining how digital prices is more higher than physical games. So you got, you know what I'm saying? Because you go in the game, this is the prime example that's going to probably end up maybe driving GameStop out of business one day. I don't know, but they already don't let you, they, you know, and not only that, when you buy a game, on top of that, you sitting here got about a season pass, and the season pass is like, you got about the season pass. I remember when the time, I remember the time, the older times when you would buy a game, right? You would buy a game and you would get the season pass that come with it. You wouldn't have to buy the season pass. Everything would come with the game. So now they all took away that. So now you have to buy the season pass straight up so they can get more and more money. And I'm just saying, it's not a coincidence that you can't tell me that this gonna be these companies. I'm telling y'all right now, that's gonna be these companies' downfall. Like by them going digital, and the people that want physical, that's gonna drive people away. You know, that's gonna drive a lot of people away. And then you got GTA. They want you to go on Netflix. You know, I did a video on that. They want you to go on Netflix and buy a subscription, right? Just so you can watch a trailer. I would rather wait till that junk get up on YouTube. I don't care who's seen it first. I don't give a dang. I just don't. You either gonna have to put it on YouTube, because that's the only way that I'm going to watch the video, the trailer, or the gameplay trailer, whatever trailer y'all got for it. Because these companies, they just let them milk out money from people. This ain't about being broke. This ain't about people not having enough money. It's just, why are y'all wasting y'all money, right, on these companies that just don't care? They do not care about you. I don't buy a season pass, bro. I just don't now. I look, man. It's like, depending on it depends, but I hardly buy a season pass. And it's every blue moon if I ever do. But other than that, man, I'm not finna just continuously like keep spending and then y'all, you know what I'm saying? I will buy separate characters, bro, and be okay with it, bro. Cause some characters they come out with, I just don't want. I'm not paying $30-something for a season pass, but I can buy it when I can choose to buy certain characters, and certain characters I can choose not to buy. You know what I'm saying? Even though you still get, you know, I'm still giving them money, but whatever. But this is exactly what I be saying about greed, man. Greed is like the most thing that I be talking about that can lead you to your downfall. It can lead you to loneliness, and it can lead you to a point in your life where you just feeling like, man, I'm missing something. You know, I'm missing something in life. Like, what am I missing? That's exactly what y'all gonna be saying. Like, I'm missing something in life. Everybody's so heartbroken, and everybody thinking like relationship love is the only way to actually find real love and all of this stuff. And all I'm saying, bro, that is not the only way to necessarily find actual real love. See, some of y'all thinking that that's the only way to find actual real love, but in general, to be honest, it's not. Like me, I could be in one relationship once, get into it twice, probably won't even want nobody else after that. Only because I know that ain't the real true way of love. Yeah, having somebody being by your side is loving and it's touching, you know. But when you can't just have that, and you know, I believe it is how I believe about that, man. I believe people can really find actual real love. I really believe it. But the number one reason some of y'all really just can't find real love is because y'all just be freaking going out there, lusting around. I'm trying to find out when y'all get horny, you trying to find out who y'all gonna smash, instead of just finding that one particular person that you can just be with for the rest of your life, that can stand by your side. That's how I feel personally. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer that than to just go out there and mess around. But you got people that just can't be loyal, which pretty much drive people away. But it's because, see, that lust overwhelms. So you see somebody that's attractive, people fall out of love out of nowhere and be like, I don't want to be with you no more. I want to be with this person. And then you got people that complain about, you know, it's always something about the body image or what a person cannot do or can do, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be something you just simply don't like about that person, you know. But I think the whole point of love is to adapt to that person and basically accepting them for who they are. And that's my point right there. I'm looking at all this and I'm like, bro, like this is the prime example of why I be like, man, I just don't like, I once consider myself to even think about being with somebody a third time, only because for me, it's like I just don't got time for the games, bro. Like my body count ain't finna be no higher than what it is. I don't care about having a high body count. That's just my preference. If you want to go around, do whatever you do, that's on y'all. I don't care. I don't need to keep messing with all these damn folks. It's too many viruses going on with people, and y'all don't know what people got. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that, bro. Like that's on y'all. Y'all can do that. Yeah, if y'all want to be messing with people and all this stuff and different type of niggas and biscuits, I go ahead and do it. I just can't, man. Like, cause I'm looking at the world and I'm like, man, this is like the reason why I be like, man, love is like, love ain't really dead. It's just the people that actually you try to, give it to that just doesn't necessarily know how to love, love right. But if I'm being very, very honest, this video really explain like, man, like you can go out the money, but all that chasing and chasing for the rest of your life, and grinding all the time, it can just lead to loneliness. It can lead to, where you just how to question your life sometimes. Like that, I'm doing all this chasing, but I never tried to find me a wife. I did all this chasing, but I never tried to find me somebody, decent to be, to be there. Like once you just cut off all that lustful stuff, I believe that we would be led to the right people. Because honestly, some of us get hurt once and then we start just, us as people just, I'm not gonna say for myself, but more like for y'all, because y'all get hurt and y'all just feel like y'all just got to mess around with just everybody. You know what I'm saying? You get hurt once, you're like, I don't even care. I'm just going to mess around because people just want to just cheat and do this and that. That's you're going by it all wrong. You can't expect to find the one true love that you can be with if you continuously just do what you do just because somebody hurt you. Just because somebody had hurt you doesn't necessarily mean go out there and mess off with all these dang people just because you can. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real because like I get it. A lot of people cheat, but you got to be careful on who. What I'm saying is you got to be careful on who on who you put yourself around, who you connect yourself with, and also who you bond with sexually and everything like that, because those people might come with some weird energies. And honestly, I always say I prefer a person with a low body count only because I feel like if I mess with someone that has a high body count, most definitely that might be my biggest downfall. Okay. I feel like low key, if I'm being very, very honest, that might be my biggest downfall, because if you you mess with I believe if you mess with somebody with a bigger body count than they already have, why do you date those people that has that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they could be decent. Maybe I'm saying not trying to judge, but maybe they just had a lot of messed up relationships. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just had bad timing. I don't know, but a lot of these people be just constantly getting into relationships, and then sometimes they get played. So that's probably why their body count can be high also. But nowadays, you got people be talking about they want to be single. They always want to be, I don't want to be with nobody. Soon later, bro, like that's how I'm going to be in the mid eventually. Because you know what I'm saying? I do that. Like I said, I've been in one relationship my whole life and I'm cool with it. But if I get in the second time, bro, like I'm dead here. I get in one the second time. I'm not finna just continuously, do all these relationships, because it can damage your heart. It can damage your soul and damage you mentally in your brain. You know what I'm saying? And I personally feel like I don't need to be broken any longer than I've already have been, because I know what type of love that I can give. I know what type of love that I can, baby, to be able to give a woman and everything like that, But it just seems like nowadays people got people just they concepts of love is just messed up. People been hurt, and I'm just thinking the cycle will have to end at some point. Y'all can't tell me this crap ain't just getting old. Y'all sneaking around doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't get tired of it. I don't know, but it's just too much for me to just perceive in my head that I just be like, I ain't even trying it, bro. I ain't even trying to think about too much of it. It's like I'm most definitely understanding this video that at the beginning that I showed y'all is really heartwarming. Okay, it's very, very heartwarming. Like it just shows you that if you can find that somebody, or better yet, even if you don't find someone, you have to learn to find peace. Because I mean, sometimes when you go out there and you decide, hey, I'm finna just keep, trying to get to this certain type of thing. I'm not telling you to give up, but sometimes you got to ask yourself, is it all worth it? You're trying to maintain this and maintain it. And like, are you happy? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can have all that money, right? But you're just not necessarily happy because you ain't really just got somebody there to share it with. And it's a lot of people out there that's pretty much like that. So if you ain't really just paying attention to cycle, it's going to continue happening. You're going to wind up understanding that, man, like I got all this money and I'm just feeling bland on this. I feel, I feel empty. You start to feel like you get old with it and you like, what's next? I mean, just imagine you got everything your heart desire, right? But then on the inside, you're just asking yourself, what's next? You living, you're in peace, but are you happy? Because I'm telling you, at some point, you're gonna start to realize that you're going to be missing a certain part of your life that really matters the most. And it's really just having somebody there by your side that you can just say, hey, I basically gotten everything I wanted in life. You got the money, you got the wife you wanted, the husband. But nowadays, you got people don't even want that now because nowadays people just want to just do. I've seen people that's married, they want to do other stuff. And I'm like, that's killing the whole purpose of marriage. I'm like, bro, sometimes you just have to want that peace, man. Like sometimes, bro, I ain't gonna even lie. I have a lot of love in myself. But if I have to cut off relationships to reserve the love that I have inside of myself and peace, I will. But I would prefer having somebody I can build something with first. We build it together. And then from there, we can continuously be happy because sometimes you can have all that money, but sometimes people just be wanting to use you. So you got to be careful on both sides on how you freaking like actually grow. Cause man, I'm at this point in life now. I'm like, I'm starting to see why I think the way I think. And I'm like, man, I'm okay with it. Judge me if you want to, call me whatever you want to call me. I'm just throwing my perspective out there, how I feel. So that's just me. But let me know how y'all feel in the comment section about all this, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.